on B peak. Imagine peeking. What a poor guy flashing and then peeking. I just guessed he'd pop out then. He's like over here somewhere, isn't he? He'll come up here then. Nice. Nice. Fucking. Let's do it.
You need a gun? I can drop you M4. You need it?
No.
There.
Oh my god! Oh! I want to be the one to get him down, hopefully.
I just want you to say. I just need him to say, "Stay still." That's probably him. He's by himself.
If he downs him, let me shoot him in the head.
Okay. Oh.
It's him! It's
Yes,
him!
it's him. It's him.
Yes! Yes! You taught me well, you taught me well, Enion. GG.
Did he die?
Yeah, he's down.
Where is he?
Sit rep. Circle collapse.
There's a bullet, have it.
Well, okay. Bye.
No, oh my god, me too! Me too!
Bye,
Me
fuckers.
too!
Bye,
Completely.
Ruby. And now we come to the end of the year. Hey, everybody. Zertrace here. Yeah, we've hit that year. Gosh, that was a long one, wasn't it? We're almost upon 2020. I apologize for the lack of clips this year. As most of you know, I wasn't even around for most of it. Didn't even have a computer or anything to record, so that's why most of those clips are from January, like, way back when. And some of those are the newer clips from recently. It's sort of a mix of old and new, really. The disparity in them is such that it goes like January to December in the space of like a clip, which I find quite amusing. But yeah, I intend to do a Halo like upload at some point. That's something I'm working on. That'll be at the end of that. But I just wanted to kind of take a moment, I guess, to reflect. This is the end of one of the longest years of my life, and I thought I would just, for history's sake, recount this year, because I think it's important. 2019 was a big milestone year for me. As some of you may know, I flunked out of university in the tail end of 2018, due to varying circumstances, most notably the fact that I just was not engaging with the course at all. And so the tail end of 2018 saw me move back in with my parents, and the loss of my computer and a bunch of other stuff. And I spent most of the beginning to 2019, staying over at my friend Lauren's house, working there, doing stuff there, just living there basically. Huge shout out to Lauren for looking after me, as she was a great help. But I had a lot of issues. I had parents not exactly happy with me. I had friends not exactly happy with me. I had relationship issues. It was just a clusterfuck of a year. And on top of that, I myself as a person had a lot of growth to suddenly do. I sort of had to change, or else I just was not gonna survive. I had come out, like, I hit this stage in like 2016 to 2018, believing I had hit the peak of me, but the truth is, the peak of me was a shithead. I wasn't terrible, like, I wasn't the worst person in the world. I was still kind of, you know, me. I still helped people, I still did the most I could for the people I cared about, but I was also just a little shit who thought that they had hit some sort of arbitrary peak, like they had ticked a box and suddenly they were not gonna improve anymore. But the truth is, there were so many things in my life in like the early days of 2019 and the last weeks and months of 2018 that I needed to improve. I had no basis for learning. I had no basis for cooking. I didn't know how to take care of myself. I was just a wreck. And so when I moved back in with my parents, they encouraged me to focus on learning how to survive, learn how to cook, learn how to look after yourself, you know, make sure you don't make the same mistakes that you did. I spent much of my first couple months, this is like in the early January to February was really the wake-up call, because I actually got my PC back, which is what some of these clips were from, and I sort of relapsed. I went back to being, you know, lazy, ignorant, and whilst again, not the worst person in the world, I wasn't improving. And then in February, like, the foot was put down. It's like, no, you need to solve some problems. And of course, me being me, I was hesitant to do anything. Didn't directly contribute to me working on computer stuff. But then I started spending a lot of time at Lauren, started spending a lot of time outside in general, started working on extracurricular topics like VR and Bitcoin, blockchain. That gave me my first job at, like, looking into blockchain management and stuff like that. Programming in different languages, and generally keeping myself busy, because I had this end goal of getting back into uni. So fix the problems, go back into uni, do all the stuff that I was meant to do the first time around. And I achieved all my goals. Like, there are still problems, of course, I have to solve. Monetary issues notwithstanding, I did achieve everything I set out to do. I improved my livelihood, and whilst I'm still not the greatest cook in the world, I can cook, I can clean, I can look after myself, I know how to clean a toilet, I know how to clean all the other stuff, and most of this is like common practice stuff that you'd think you'd know, but I never really had much dabbling in, because my disability sort of gave me an easy excuse not to learn. But yeah, I got back into uni, I applied, I worked hard, I got into uni, I'm in foundation, doing the exact same course, but through a different system. Crick never existed when I went through the first time, and I gotta be honest, I'm really enjoying it. The course is interesting, the stuff I'm doing is engaging, and I have much more of a flair for it now than I did back then. Streaming, of course, has been put into the backbench. I have to admit, I haven't been doing it as much as I used to, but I think overall that's a good thing. I was spending my life revolved around streaming. I feel happy when I did it, and feel happy when there were people watching, and majorly depressed and no idea what to do when I wasn't. And that was stupid, and something I shan't be repeating. I have a life now. I have a girlfriend to look after. I cannot dedicate my life to streaming the way I used to. That being said, I will still stream occasionally, and I do enjoy seeing y'all when I do. And I will still create content, you know, if and when, but it's not the be-all and end-all. I prefer interacting with you guys personally. I like playing with y'all, I like having a good time. And my viewer base is nowhere near big enough for me to close myself off from, you know, be above you guys in any way. So I hope to see you all soon, and I hope you all have a wonderful, happy new year. And I'm sorry that this is sort of a disjointed, happy but oh so sad thing, but I just wanted you guys to know that I had a huge year of just personal growth, and I'm looking forward to 2020 when I get to spend time doing what I love with the computer, working on what I want to, with the hindsight of knowing what I was like before. And I hope to only improve and grow. So, thank you and see you all next time.